Episode number 9 of my Japan Let's Play. Let's see where we are. We are in Japan. And Japan is growing, even though we were shrinking earlier. So, we've set up some plans in the last episode to take control of the south of China, basically just to open a second front. And we are holding the line here, hopefully. Reinforcing. Doesn't look great, to be honest, yet, but it's because I'm using the garrison troops on this line, if I'm not mistaken. Why are you not doing anything? There. That was weird. Yeah, we're using these garrison troops, and they're not ideal. They're not bad. I believe they are reasonably strong. They could do with some support. Yes, they really could. We're going to put some support artillery in. Actually, we might put proper artillery in. If I add artillery, 36. I've got quite a lot of these boys, but and I'm going to put them in as support anyway, because it doesn't make that much of a difference to them that way, but there's fewer, and I don't want all my artillery to end up with these guys. So we're going to do that, and the other thing we're going to do is add an engineer company. Now this might put a lot of pressure on my support equipment, so let's bump up that production by quite a lot. And that's gonna cost me a few carrier fighters, but we will deal with that. Where has it gone? I don't want it to go to the tactical bomber. I want it to go there. Planes on top, artillery or infantry equipment there, and then the ships. And that's all going well. We're building these submarines. Where are they going? Kanto. Where is Kanto? Actually, doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. I don't think I have anything here yet. Oh, I have 20. Oh, oh, that's been going quicker than I thought. Right, so at least my my navy is still building, which is important because we will at some point need a big navy, either to fight Britain or the US or both, God forbid. Yeah, so that's. I like the fact that I upgraded that. I've got this lot here. I've already assigned them to a group, and I want those to come down here to reinforce Guangzhou. So what we are going to do is basically tell them to... Do we give them the whole front line? No, we give them this front line. So then I can pull these boys out of there, who can then, those 10 Marines, who can then help with the Beijing invasion. And I believe I have some Marines, yes I do, they're nearly there. So that's excellent. So it's going alright at the moment. Yeah, let's just run the clock and see where we end. How's my air superiority? Wow, I've got so much in. Do I want them to be air superiority? I think I'm going to switch those to... Wow, where are they? Naval bomber fighter. Interception. Right. Not ideal. Taiwan, have we got room for more? Yes, a lot more. Have we got more? Not really. These aren't really going to help, but we might as well throw them in. Let's go to speed 3 for a while. We've lost 10 fighters, they've lost 4. That's not ideal, is it? So we send those there. And they're also going to intercept. And they can fight until they drop out of the sky. I don't really mind. Oh right, yeah, I put him in a hole, didn't I? Actually, no, where is he? Oh right, yeah. So he's just there to hold this gap, which I didn't realize was there. Okay, we'll give him a slightly different color anyway. And then the second China army seems to be doing well. Am I daft, or are they... What's this? That's the first China infantry. The second China army... Which line are you holding? Oh right, that line. Yes, that's fine. Okay. Good. How are we doing for researchy things? Industries coming. Advanced machine tools, which I love. Logistics companies, very important. Infantry equipment, very important. Offensive, very important. So we seem to be researching important things. That's good. Always useful. When are these Marines going to be ready? I wonder. Just checking the capacity there. So we've got 2 Rikusentai who are ready. I might actually create a new theater and call it the Beijing Theater, I think. We'll give those high priority. There's my advanced machine tools. South China, 3rd Marines, 1st Marines, 2nd Marines. Those are the guys I want in there. And again, look at the color. Why don't you just do that straight away out of yourself, game? Really? At least they're developing patch 1.1. I hope this is something they're going to look at, because I do find it so frustrating. Factory repair speed. That just allows us to put more in, which isn't actually what I want at the moment. So we're going to have to look, because we're approaching 1940, and I want really good subs, because they will help attack. Europe's kicked off. Battle plans with no deficiency assigned. Why? Why have they gone there? I mean, seriously, did I assign them here? I thought I assigned those to the south. Did I not? I don't need them there, they're completely overkill. Oh, have I given them 2 orders maybe? I was wondering where that had come from. This is what you get if you don't name your armies well enough. So now they've ended up on the wrong front, because I'm an idiot. I don't want them there, I want them here. Yeah, we don't need to do that, we need to do that. Right. If I give you a command now, then you can start preparing got a lot of commanders actually, that's quite useful about Japan. I want you to start preparing the invasion of Beijing. Is this in Tianjin or is this in... It's difficult to see, isn't it? We're going straight there though. You won't like it, but it doesn't need to worry because you're going to get a lot of spare troops. Oh, cancel. Got to remember to assign the troops to that order. Did they arrive now? No. They're coming. Okay. Are we at the point where we can... getting there, really. I'm fixing that because I know it does it itself, but I don't want the infrastructure there damaged. Also means I should look at the planes, but yeah, I think we're going to speed up our production of planes a bit by getting some aluminium in. We need quite a lot, but we're going to get that for now. Let's find a balance between the two after I cocked that up earlier. I've not got enough here at all. And I need more planes as well for the attack here because I need air superiority. Problem here, of course, is that there's no airport, which is why I built this airport, if I recall. But it's a bit light, all in all. So maybe I've underestimated the ability of China to crank out planes. What are we researching? Submarine. Can we get some sort of bonus for the submarine? Is a submarine a screen or not? Submarine max range 25. It would kill my armor. Yeah, no, that's perfect. We need that. Armor on carriers I'm not too worried about. So what I'm talking about there is the penalty for the carrier in armor. But the deck size is huge, that's really important. And the range on all these things, that's just glorious. So we definitely need that. We've got Imperial Glory. We've now got the Yokosuka. Yeah, I've done some reading up on that. Those things were insane. It's literally just a rocket with a pilot, and the pilot can't actually come out of it. I'm careful with going to pro-Germany at this point because I don't want to provoke any more war because we're so far behind. I don't need super heavy, but do I need naval bases? Armor? No, I think we need to do this. We don't have anything left here, do we? No. Light cruiser, heavy cruiser, that's quite handy as well. Soviet border, am I worried about Soviet? I don't want to trigger them, so we are going with... no, we are going with this. I've been trying to work out what the best thing to do is with fighters. So in my Italy playthroughs, for example, you get a bonus to research the... I think it's called the Folgore, so the 1940 fighter quite early. And I usually rush for that because it's just a better plane. So air defense 16, the agility, which apparently is really important as well. Air attacks better, the operational range is better. So that really makes a big difference. But if you do that and you are producing planes, you get to a point where you have to switch over, and all of a sudden you're not, not producing as many as you did before. I've just noticed that that is way skewed towards the carrier fighter. Where's my carrier bomber? Have I not researched that yet? Carrier CAS, naval bomber, carrier naval bomber. Why have I got the feeling that's an old one? No, it is. Okay. So we need to start producing them as well. No, not that. That. And we've got quite a lot of air experience. Oh yeah, I remember now. I just built fighters on the carriers because I'm interested in air dominance rather than naval dominance. Which is a very valid point. So I'm not going to use any experience on improving that. But what I might do is use experience and create a second line of fighters. No, we're going to save up the experience. Speaking of experience, we've got a lot of army experience. Sorry, I paused all the time there. We've got a lot of army experience, but I think we're sort of running out. Yeah, there's no point in upgrading until we've got more artillery and support equipment. Good, concentrated industry, just what we want. Construction, yes please. Oh, that's for the factories. No, I'm not in danger of being bombed at the moment, so that can wait. How's my land doctrine being researched? How's my navy doctrine? Yeah. Are these new troops not actually... No, they're taking the time, aren't they? It's probably because I've been paused for ages without realizing I was. I've got my logistics company too, which is great. I definitely want to add that quite soon. And whilst I'm at it, I might as well improve the recon, get a bit more offensive stuff going on. Third Marines have no... Where are the Third Marines? That's their flank. And the First Marines, I think they've been done now. That's them. Yes, so we are going to send you to do a naval invasion as well. Yeah, that's a pretty good naval base. We'll use that. And you're going to land here. So the first wave takes the port, the second wave takes the... This is not a valid province. Poland has fallen. Quelle surprise. Why not? What? How does that make sense to anybody? Why is that not a valid province for the invasion? From any given port. I don't understand this. That's a tier 10 port as far as I'm concerned. Why can you only do one? Games, sometimes you make me cry. Now, why do I feel that if I do this, it all of a sudden does become... No, 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 no. Not a clue. Please give me feedback. How am I supposed to understand what is going on here? I just don't know. Did that just add troops anyway? Yeah. So why was it bitching at me? I'm sure that's a bug and all. So now I've only assigned 7 rather than all 10. Anyway, I don't know. It just winds me up that. I'm actually doing something really daft here then. That's how I'll do it. Why are you complaining about being out of supply? Oh. These are things that really just make the game frustrating, in my opinion. Why are they involved in this combat, you know? Surely even if you're in combat you can reorganize your troops. Right. Some oil is always useful, especially when you're Japan. I've been preparing a history lesson on the Southeast Asia, the situation, and why Japan did what it did. Actually very interesting, because Japan was an ally of France and Britain in the World War, in the First World War. And I don't need armored operations. And they learned so much from Britain during that time that they, for example, they were one of the first to build a carrier. So before the Kaga class, they had already researched something called the Shosho class carrier, and things like that. They were just so on the ball. That's what I need. With everything, you know, they learned loads of stuff from that First World War experience, especially in terms of Navy and how to use airplanes effectively. And that's why they became such a sort of formidable unit in the Second World War. I'm going to put them there. I don't know why we're out of supply here. Oh, we are then. Right, so now I've only got one set of Marines here, which I'm not happy with, but we've got some more heavy garrisons, so that's alright. It looks like China is starting to import a lot of stuff, and it looks like we're starting to take it down, which is very happy. Unfulfilled import. Who's screwing us over? Who? Well, that was a blip then, because they seem to be at 24 now. So I don't see an issue there. There's our level 3 submarine. Great. We're doing the landing. So now we need to decide what we're going to do. Well, I'm very happy to have carriers. The difference between this ship, which is expensive to build, and this ship, which is slightly less expensive to build, isn't all that much, I thought the other day. And actually I'm going to stick to that. I'd rather have good carriers with good heavy cruisers, and maybe even the battle cruiser, because the battle cruiser, when you compare it to the battleship, is quite a lot cheaper to build, has better speed, has more evasion, has a very similar fire range, and the firepower is considerably less. But if you put the two next to each other, I don't think that this battle cruiser is going to be a detriment, if you like. Plus we get the max range. So yeah, I'm going to go for the battle cruiser. But first, before I do that, I'm going to get weapons too. No, I'm going to improve my marines. We are still holding the line, just keep checking every now and then, but that looks fine. Right, so I've got these units here that are unassigned. These are going to follow straight after the marines to create basically the garrison to hold that lot. And therefore they could do with a good general, preferably one that helps them when they're out of supply. Yeah. And now we're just waiting for the other marines. I had sort of hoped to pull the trigger, but I've been accidentally pausing the game for a bit, which doesn't help. So I think what we're going to do is pull the trigger in the next episode. So this has been quite uneventful, I agree, but it just goes to show the level of organization and things that are involved. We're heading for 1940, naval innovations. We're heading for 1940, so the world is about to erupt. You can already see the world tension is coming up because Germany took Poland. Are they actually at war with France and Belgium? No. That's interesting, because we're playing on historic focus, I think. Oh, I wonder when that kicks off then. Well, I suppose at the moment it gives me a bit more time. Right, I'm Dr. Klumber. Thanks for watching this episode. I'm going to eat something and then I'll record the next one. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Dr. Klumber out.